Zai Ming is having a rough time. One day at the park, he saves a little black bear that is being picked on by some other kids. He has no idea this little bear is actually a young beastman cub. His family holds a survival trial every year. This is the cub's first time taking part. But up on the mountain he gets attacked by other beastmen. After barely making it down the mountain he gets angrier the more he thinks about it, and secretly decides to heal up and then go back for revenge. Luckily a heavy rain washes away his scent, so no one can track him here. The cub is about to rest for a bit before moving on, when a sudden voice pipes up, "Oh good, you're awake." The cub gets startled. Once he sees it's the human who saved him last night, the boy slowly relaxes. The boy rambles on explaining that he doesn't have money to take him to a vet, so he had to hide him in the park, and promises to keep taking care of him until he is all better. The cub glances at him with disdain, covered in injuries, can barely protect himself, and he thinks he can protect someone else. The boy asks if he is hungry, pulls out some bread and milk, and carefully asks, "Can a dog eat this?" The cub, who has been mistaken for a puppy, can't be bothered, and just hopes the boy leaves soon. But this annoying human is incredibly persistent. No matter how much he tries to shoo him away he won't leave, and he talks so much, he even gives him this dorky name Huafeng, and keeps making flower crowns to put on his head. The cub starts getting worried about him hanging around, and is just about to find a new hiding spot before the boy comes back, when in the distance a few bullies corner the boy, making fun of him for being poor, for being an unwanted adopted kid, even saying his own father called him a burden. Zai Ming stands there in silence, not saying a word, until they try to steal his backpack. Then he fights to protect it. Inside are the snacks he saved for Huafeng. The moment he fights back, they grab him and start beating and kicking him. The cub sees this and immediately charges over, biting down hard on one of the bullies. The other two kids get scared and run off. Just as the cub is about to go for the chubby kid's neck, Zai Ming suddenly grabs him in a tight hug. The chubby kid uses the chance to escape. The cub, who has been stopped, turns around annoyed, only to see Zai Ming sitting on the ground crying his eyes out. "No one has ever helped me before. Everyone just pretends not to see when I'm being bullied. Thank you for saving me. You are really amazing." The cub is stunned, staring at the boy who won't stop crying. He silently thinks to himself, what an idiot. No wonder he keeps getting picked on. But the next day the boy doesn't show up at all. When the cub finally finds him, the boy is covered in even more injuries, and it looks like he is hiding from someone. While he is running, Zai Ming suddenly spots the cub, and urgently yells, "Follow me." He and the cub duck into a narrow alley, but his body is tense as he keeps peeking out, terrified that person will come looking. The cub looks at all of Zai Ming's wounds, and feels conflicted inside. It isn't the first time he has seen the boy hurt, but this time the pain in his heart is especially strong. Once he is sure they are safe, Zai Ming finally lets out a sigh of relief. The first thing he does is check on the cub's injured leg, and says guiltily, "I'm sorry. I couldn't come see you today. On my way home they caught me by accident." Before he finishes speaking, the cub gently sticks out his tongue, and starts licking his wounds. Zai Ming's eyes instantly turn red. He chokes up, saying he is used to the pain by now, and blames himself, saying his uncle says everything is his fault because he came along. The house got messy, his aunt's company went under, and they were forced to move out of their apartment. He feels like he is a burden to his aunt and uncle, but he still wishes he could live with them, because the feeling of having a family makes him incredibly happy, and he even thinks that makes him a bad kid. The cub sighs helplessly to himself. Zai Ming is such a fool. The people who beat him up aren't his real family at all. He wants